Hi, my name is Aaron Kessler. I am the VP of Product at Rosie Synopsys. I'm joined today with Troy Schneider, President of Billington CyberSecurity.
Aaron, thanks for having me. It's nice to be here.
Thanks for coming. So Troy, how do you see AI shaping the world of events?
Well, I think it's the way it's impacting most industries. It speeds up what had been labor-intensive tasks. It can supplement work that you may not have had the people or the resources to do, and it lets you just kind of process different data sources faster and turn it around for your own use and for your audience in a way that was really difficult before.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so how has AI improved the event experience as an organizer?
Well, here at the Billington CyberSecurity Summit, we used Rosie Synopsys this year to capture the content from our programs, and the panel discussions are key to what we do. And there were 70-some sessions, a few fireside chats or keynote talks, but usually panels that go really deep into the issues of cybersecurity. And there are a couple challenges. We'll have concurrent breakout tracks, and people want to see multiple things. And you can only absorb so much information. So being able to capture real coverage of all of them, as opposed to being in multiple places at the same time, or of trying to go back and watch the full video recordings after the fact, which no one has enough hours in the day to do, is huge. So it's early. The summit's still going on. We only have anecdotal data about how it worked. But the goal was to provide good content recaps of every single session and let people know where they then want to dig in further.
Have there been any standout moments with Synopsys at the event?
I've been so head down with the event itself. I haven't had a chance to really see how people are using it. I've heard little snippets, and I've seen people using it throughout. So I guess the anecdote I'll have is one of the senior-most cyber officials for an allied nation government. We have people from about a dozen different countries here in addition to the US government officials. I was talking to their staff the other night, and they said, "Oh, yeah, the general has been looking at these because she wanted to be able to stay on top of all of these." There were the multiple breakout tracks. So when you have someone who is leading cybersecurity efforts for for one of the top 10 nations in the world, that's a pretty good user base.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even he experiences FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why did you choose to partner with Synopsys?
Well, we had seen the Rosie product at a show earlier this year at CISO, which is an event for show owners and organizers, and was struck by the gee whiz factor of what it does real time on screen, and then by the value of having those those kind of automated, AI-powered notes and summaries of the sessions after the fact. I don't know about you, I will scribble notes in sessions all the time,
yes.
And they sit in a notebook forever,
yes.
never to be seen again. And this, it was super polished, and this is the other AI analogy all the time. It's like having a super smart intern who was going to capture all of this stuff and package it up, ready to be consumed and processed and acted upon. So it looked good. We wanted to try it this year, and we thought that our audience would like it, and we knew that it would help us with our own post-event efforts. Because again, 70 sessions and sometimes 6 or 7 concurrent breakout tracks. It's really hard for us in a good time frame and a manageable cost to go back and do content out of the events in any substantive way at scale. And so our marketing team has already been able to be a lot more effective in the real-time updates of, oh, here's the nightly recap of what happened at day 1 or day 2 of the summit. And we're now set up to do real coverage and provide real assets after the event to the people who came as attendees and to our sponsors, and for us to have the raw materials if we want to produce a little more tailored products, whether it's a white paper or a different type of recap for a particular sponsor or a particular session, we're 3 or 4 steps ahead in that process now, as opposed to where we would have been, again, throwing someone against the transcript and the recording next week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you plan to use some of that content or repurpose some of it?
Well, that's sort of touching on it. We're making it available to our attendees. They're getting it real time through our Summit mobile app. But we'll make sure that we push it out to them after the event and make sure it's sort of archived and available along with the full videos of the event. We're giving it to our sponsors because our sponsors often they get a speaking opportunity as part of their overall sponsorship package, and so it's one more asset that comes from that moment on stage. So it's not just for the audience in the room; they have something to use going down the road. And then the third is as not raw materials, but we'll call it partially processed materials for us to do our own key takeaways packages or white papers from a panel or a series of panels for our own messaging efforts, or as a new product for our sponsors to go out and do content syndication after the event.
Excellent, excellent. Last question. So how do you think AI will continue to elevate the event experiences for organizers, speakers, and attendees?
I don't know that I have that crystal ball, but if you look at where Rosy Synopsis is compared to where your product or similar services might have been 1 year, 2 years ago, it's already radically different, and you just watch the way AI is accelerating so fast. So I've got to think that the core service that you guys are providing of the real-time synopsis that literally is happening on screen as the event's taking place, and then the more detailed breakdowns that are created in anywhere from a few minutes to an hour or so after the event are just going to get better, faster, more content rich. Exactly what that looks like is hard, but I'd love to see it get to where those are available and it's, they are synced up with the video. You're like, oh, here's a key takeaway. I want to know more. I want to be able to jump to watch that 90 seconds of this 45-minute conversation and just make it easier, go from being the smart digital intern to the truly automated subject matter expert to help our audience consume this information and to give us just more materials to work with as we're trying to serve our market better.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Happy to talk to you. It's been great working with you guys this week.
Thank you so much.